Hello, Polish Best for UK here. Happy, what day is it? It is Tuesday, and we are looking at Menace for the Amiga 500 Mini. Well, I'm running the old vintage game Menace on the Amiga 500 Mini. Let's see how it plays. So this is a game by Dave Jones and Tony Smith. This is a very early Psygnosis game and DMA design. Didn't they go on to make Grand Theft Auto series? Okay, so this is Menace. So I think the original floppy version of this only ran on 500 standard Amigas. It didn't run or Kickstart 1.3 or below Amigas. I don't think it ran on Kickstart 2.0 or above unless you used something like RetroGames, the 3PD Kickstart 1.3 emulator, which is really cool actually, but if you had a 1 megabyte machine. But yeah, this is a space shooter, as you can see, a side-scrolling space shooter, horizontal side-scrolling, and yeah, it's a really early Amiga title, but it's not a bad game actually. It's quite fun to play. The music is nothing special, to be honest, and it's like early. This is like I said, this is an early game on the Amiga. On the Amiga 500 Mini, it's all set in the WHD download, the WHD load database file, so it automatically puts the appropriate Kickstart for you. But if you try and buy this game on eBay or something, like the floppy disk version, and you try and run it on an Amiga 500 Plus, an Amiga 600 or an Amiga 1200, I think it will crash unless you change the Kickstart ROM physically, or unless you use RetroGames, the 3PD Kickstart 1.3 emulator. Of course, you're going to need a 1 megabyte machine to do that or above. RetroGames requires memory footprint in itself, but it was really cool. It made a lot of Kickstart 1.3 games run. Do you remember RetroGames? I'm sure some of you in the Amiga community will remember that awesome piece of software. Okay, so yeah, this is Menace. DMA design, yeah, like I said, I believe that was the Grand Theft Auto people in its early days. Obviously they went on to make Lemmings and stuff like that, and yeah, they've become really successful, like GTA 5, Rockstar Games as it's now known. But yeah, so yeah, this is like I said, this is an R-type style side-scrolling shoot 'em up. It's nice to see that. Well, it's nice to hear that the game's got music and sound effects simultaneously, which quite often Amiga games didn't. You had to choose either between music or sound effects in the options, because there wasn't that many sound channels. But yet this is one of them games where it has actually got simultaneous sound effects and music, which is good. So you shoot all these waves of baddies and it gives you 1000 bonus points every time if you manage to get all of them before they disappear. And it really tallies onto your score on the bottom left. Now, I wasn't quite sure how to get the cannons and lasers on the game. You see at the bottom it says cannons and lasers, or maybe they will pick me ups later on in the game, I'm not quite sure. But okay, so he's the boss. Ah, look at this boss. Ah, what you gotta do here? They look like sperms, don't they, or tadpoles? You gotta sort of like shoot his eye, avoiding the sperms or tadpoles or whatever they are. And yeah, okay, so let's try and shoot the eye. It will flash every time you get a successful hit. The whole entire body will. It looks, is like tentacles aren't moving, are they? They look really frozen. Maybe he can't move, or maybe he's a disabled boss. Not sure. But okay, so let's shoot his eyeball. Ouch! It's got to hurt having a. There we go, got him. Got to hurt having a bullet in the eyeball like that, didn't you? So we should. You see the scores ramping up nicely there at the bottom left, and we're on to the next level. So that was a Sea of Carnog. And this is Vanguard Warzone. I don't know if I pronounced that first one right, but okay, so basically the same idea again. We've got waves of baddies, and every time you successfully destroy a wave of baddies without missing any, you will get that £1,000 points bonus. Some compact discs here. Obviously the compact discs are a bit annoyed because everyone went Spotify and they're getting their revenge by trying to attack you. Okay, so we've got these baddies here. Let's get the 1000 points here. Whoa, rockets coming up from the floor. So any wave you see, you can get that 1000 score if you manage to successfully shoot them all before they disappear. Okay, so these are Cybermen off Doctor Who. Okay, so let's shoot these heads here. Oh, not going to do it. So every time a baddie touches you, it doesn't actually register apart from the shield at the bottom. So that's the only way you know. You only get 1 life on the game, by the way. You do get continues. You can, so you, well, sort of continues. You can restart the current level when you get killed, but you only get 1 life. But you do get a generous amount of shield, and I think there's along the route there's ways of topping up that shield, so it's quite forgiving in that respect. Some like, you can't have the shooting up without like these mirror things, rotating 3D squares or whatever they are. You can't. I'm sure them have been in plenty of other games. Right, okay, so rockets, more of these little spaceship guys. Now to get all of the wave, you have to be really fast. As in terms of compatibility, it seems to run perfectly fine on Amiga 500 Mini. I don't really notice any differences. The when it tells you the levels is a bit slower on the floppy disk, because obviously it's showing that while it's loading, but on this it's quite instantaneous, sorry. So yeah, not a bad game actually. Not a bad game for an early Rockstar Games, if you like, title. I believe it's the same company. Have you ever played this game? Let me know in the comments. And yeah, it seems to run really well on the Amiga 500 Mini. It's nice that you don't have to mess about with anything. It's all in the WHD download database files, so you don't have to load up Amiga 500 specific settings or anything. That's always a little bonus, makes it a lot easier. Right, okay, so these baddies here, 1000 points for that. The game doesn't run too fast, or it runs at the right speed and everything, so that's always good. Can't really notice any glitches or anything. I think it seems to play well. No input lag on my system. If you do get input lag on the Amiga 500 Mini, try changing your television set to game mode. That quite often helps. Okay, so here's the baddie of the second level. Just like the first boss, you have to shoot the center core. It's like a core on this one. On the first one, it was an eyeball, wasn't it? Oh, you fuck! So yeah, shield energy depleted. Your ship was destroyed. Your problem now match. Oh, I didn't get time to read it. So we'll have a look at our score. Oh, I've got 6th place on that. So using the arcade style, type in your name. It's handy if you haven't got a keyboard plugged in, I suppose. Don't know why keyboard computers had this. They quite often did that, didn't they? I think it was just to stop you from having to get off the sofa, and you could use your joystick instead. Probably the best 3UK didn't fit. I'm going to give this one 7 out of 10. Seems like a pretty cool game. Thank you for watching.